Hey, alright, here we are playing Minecraft. Wait, here we are, and we're playing Minecraft. We've done some things, and we listened to some audio books, got up from a rather disturbing set of dreams, and changed pace by playing some Minecraft, which is what I consider the best thing to do. When dealing with the odd bit of dreams. So we're a little bit farther away from home than normal. We're here on this map. We're a little bit across this ocean here. We're going south. Not just because we need more spruce trees to finish our surfboard because we ran out of wood, because we did. But it'll give us a good general direction to go. To try to run into some of the newer update stuff eventually. And so what I was trying to do was I was trying to make roads to the south. It's just a straight shot. But then I ran into this river that's quite big. In fact, almost like an ocean size, a river. So let's equip our map and head this way. Probably eat something along the way. And, when it comes to dreams, I tend to really embrace and enjoy, diving into them, to experience them, as best I can. And, sometimes they are such a break from reality. I find it very hard to tear myself away from them, given the option to not, to just keep rolling over and enjoying it. So, yeah, that's what we did this morning. Oh, there we go. That's where we left off on our road. I didn't realize that we were heading off into the ocean. Like we were actually pretty close to a little village here. Let's stop here. And yeah, this is where we fought the Wither? No. This place would be wrecked. The Wither's over that way. There'll be like a tower. And those dreams that we were having, we were in situations that we've been before, but we're not any longer. And we're using our own experiences that we've gained through life to try and deal with those situations again, anew. Totally different. How do we get by without such a really cool feature? I do not know. Dreams are essential for me. I'm very much enjoying them, even though they can be devastating and disturbing. You'll have family members there that are past, that are no longer with us, and you can continue that conversation you were having with them without skipping a beat. You can tell them about your day. You can tell them about what's going on in the world. It's funny, I tend to dream about people that have died often, and I'm always trying to tell them about things that are going on. Like I just couldn't wait to tell them. It's like, oh boy, you're here. Let me tell you about this. In this strange situation that we're having. Sometimes I will wake myself up from a dream where it's all fresh. And I feel like as though I've accomplished what I was trying to get accomplished in the dream. and I will force myself to ride it out as best I can. And it's always fleeting. And in the moments of where I'm starting to question, did that happen in the dream? Or am I thinking about it right now? And that's where some of the creativity for some of the stories and poems really start to come out. For me, is being able to see these visions in my head of situations and then turning them into a little story outside of whatever the dream was. Like the dream is just like a starter, just like a way of conversation that I was possibly not willing to have outside of just relinquishing myself to exhaustion and falling asleep. This is our little lighted path we're going to do. I figured do this sandwiched deep slate, seeing as though we're using the Faithless texture pack, slabs do this great thing. Or you can see it here, it has a little tooltip. If you put two slabs together, it'll turn it into what we have right here, which is awesome because that's what it is normally, and then that gives you a whole different texture to work with. And then I put this tough brick tough fence, and then the soul lantern. This was like the first time that I've unlocked brick tough, I think, because it wasn't a thing when I first started making this when I went back into therapy, Minecraft therapy. Whoa, easy chill there, Mr. Moose. All right, so let's do a little fast trip back to base and go over what we've done so far. So we're not super far away. We're only one map down and then across the waterway, which is not much. But it is a bit of a distance. We could possibly make a bridge here over that way. And I'm thinking maybe we just keep this one going straight, but then we make it organic from here. So we might go ahead and do this a diagonal bridge this way. I think would be fun. So hit this one diagonal this way. Maybe even make this come around as like a full pathway along this water edge so that they'll be like a more than what they would normally be. Come around this water's edge here. Come around this way. And then as it comes this way, we will come across this here. That's our villager zombie that we've trapped in here forever ago. And then shoot across here, I guess. Maybe. Or we keep following this coast. We manicure this coast, keep coming this way. Then we follow this kind of like line here. Make like a line. Follow this way. And then from here, we make a bridge out over this way. Bridge over to this sandy place here. So from a grassy place to a sandy place. Did we leave our bed back there? I think we did. There's beds in here. We could borrow one. Hey. Can I sleep in your bed? Yeah, how about your bed? Thank you. So yeah, I think it's a good way to manicure the world in a way to have some fun. Let's see here. Yeah, we'd come back this way, come over here, And if we came over this way, maybe we would take the road along here, meeting to the one of the doorway sections here, and then come around this way, and then head back over here to our proper pathway that we had started with. And so maybe even turning this spot right here, so it'll branch from this block here and will turn into a different kind of path that'll head that way as our south path. And a little different than our regular path. But that'll head that way. We'll be able to make, a very generic, non-fun bridge, just a block bridge for now, I'm guessing. I guess if I really wanted to have fun, I'd do the lava thing, where I would take a bucket of lava and then I would just keep pouring it on the water and then make a little stone bridge, like I did over here. I believe I did that to make this section of bridge this way. If we go around, we did get most of this finish actually on one side for the trimmed the cut spruce. We got it all the way up across there, and it does give it a more uniform blend, I'd say. Does kind of take it out of the element of surfboardy kind of stuff. I don't know. Never surfed before, but it is what it is. As we were going through our materials and emptying out our shulker boxes, I seen that bundles were now regular in Minecraft. So I was super stoked about that. We made some bundles. I dyed a couple. Faithless gives them really cool attributes, as in I like it. They're chunky. I don't know what the new model is for the regular one anyway, but this is the regular for me. And then the green one here has got a little happy, like maybe even zombie face. And then this one here looks kind of like a bee. So I'm stoked about that. And started utilizing the bundle. And so the bundle and the tough are two of the newer things. I know there's going to be more stuff that we haven't gotten into yet. But oh man, I love it. I love that the nether rack is alive. There's an eyeball on that piece over there. And what are we going to do here? We don't have much for gunpowder. And we're going to need to eventually restock. So not sleeping through the night will be something we'll have to do so that we can get going with some more rockets for some speedy expenditures of stuff. And let's see here. We can just go ahead and see about what we would do to make this bridge this way. And I'm full thinking actually. Let's go ahead and lava this up. Right? I think that's the way to go. And then we could trim it down later. We should have adventure needs. And every adventurer needs a lava bucket. Right? Go ahead and put that back. Make sure that we're using a silk touch. Yep. Okay. Got that back in our inventory. And we don't want to stick it directly Here we go. It's a very slow process. But you know what? We have the time. You know, sleeping to me is more effective when it's done in sections, not in one go. So I like to say that my favorite sleep is second sleep, not first sleep. There's a special place in my mind for second sleep. And typically second sleep brings about some of the more adventurous type dreams, in my opinion, that keep us original to some aspect. Let's kind of take this diagonal to here. So this will be like our first little teeny bridge. And then we'll go from there. That way we'll follow along the coast. You know, some of the sadness that comes with waking up from a dream, from realizing that the place that you were at doesn't exist anymore. Those feelings that and things that you had said were only to yourself and weren't shared with the world, weren't shared with the people that you were focused on while you were having that dream. It is a tragedy. And you know, it takes me to a conundrum that I often face, which is, is it worth really telling somebody my dreams or letting them in on what's going on? And on the most part, if it's something relevant that I really want to talk about, then yeah, I do find it is kind of nice to just go ahead and let other people in and say like, hey, you know, I was thinking about this in this aspect because of this dream. Although that does make me sound quite psychotic. I don't mind. Dreams have a way of coming true if you are focused in on sharing them. So, not like a goal aspect, but like the way of emotions. So, in often like a ways of like saying that, hey, I'm wanting to express something that I'm too afraid to admit to myself. I'm going to use this dream as the factor that keeps us going and turns it into a reality. So let's see here. Let's place this one here. Even out that lava spread, I think. Okay. So would I be lying to myself if I didn't share, if I didn't want to bring other people in? No, but I do like trying to loop people in on the dreams when I can. So, you know, it's just, oh no. Look at these guys. This might be the first time we could get the so the raids don't happen by, you know, killing that dude with the banner anymore. They happen because they drop a potion. Let's put our axe in our offhand so that we can get some experience put back onto it for mending. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate your donation to keeping things going. And our dreams are once again coming up on us because it is nighttime. And we don't have our bed. Well, there's our potion. Oh, it's like skull-shaped, I think. Like a crystal skull. Let's see here. I know we need more gunpowder, but I'm focused in on this pathway right now. Oh. It helps to have wings to fly. There we go. There'll be some guys over there. We'll deal with it. Such a strange world, a reality that we live in. What a blast. So, these critters here are always going to be an issue in this area because we make them an issue in this area. This is our battleground. So here, let's grab some of this stuff here. Utilize our bundles because that's what they're there for. And these one-off things, stash them in a bundle, and blammo, we are golden. See here, this. Okay, only one, because it's a whatever. Can't put more than one bow into a bundle. We'll have to downsize that thing. All right, so we got him hit once, so that should be good enough to cha-cha. Okay, good. We were back over here. We were talking about our dreams. And cultivating this land so that we're going to shape it a little bit so that it has like a curve. What do they call that? Terraforming. So yeah, it's going to come up this way. This is going to be at the proper bridge. And then it'll come out a little bit. Mixed with the sand here. Might even go back through and adjust that. Let's see here. Let's take and add how much dirt to this. Like about that much. Snag some of this. We'll fill in this here. So it'll come up this way. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then bring it this way. We had a dirt. We'll use some zazz, as my friends would call it. All my homies call sand zazz. That's the slang. If you don't know, now you know. And let's see here. Let's put down one of these lights. We'll put him kind of. We'll just put him off here to the side. Why not? It doesn't have to be perfect from here to there. It's a guide. Just an approximation. For our path, because it's going to have a bridge back to a path here. And the path doesn't even necessarily need to be along the water's edge, I don't think. I don't know what would be better. Path along the water's edge? No. We'll have it be in the middle. Why not? We'll need to put dirt there. Dirt. A little dirt there. And then, same thing with this over here. We'll... Oh! The place was, empty. It's hollow. It flows all the way into that creeper hole. We'll need some more dirt to fill in right there. Where are we gonna steal some dirt? Let's steal some from over here somewhere. Ah, perfect. Gives us a little extra space around our path. Nice. Perfection. Throw those in one of those bundles there. Yeah, I feel like we got a good plan going here. And this is all just to distract ourselves from our current mission, which is building our surfboard, the first thing that we tried to build in our therapy world. I was listening to an audio book to keep things going in my mind, and it was a great one. What are we listening to? We're listening to um We Are Legion. I think that's what it is. I think We Are Legion is what I'm listening to. It's going good. Stoked about that. All right, we got some more blocks here. We can go ahead and fill this in a little bit. Let's see here. Boop. And then let's see here. We'll like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will meander a little bit this way. Come this way a little bit. Okay. And then it will come down this way, come this way. And then we won't continue out. We'll rope back in this way. We'll make it a little natural. Like I was saying, it's going to be one big, long, straight, gross path that way. But this way we can gussy it up a little bit. Ideally, we don't want lights. Maybe we stop that light there, and then we don't do any lights this way, all the way over this way. Because this is a great spot to catch critters while we're out here doing stuff. Our little boat sanctuary for snagging people. So, there is that. Don't want to give up our good free gunpowder. Although we could try to make a creeper farm of some sorts. Never done that before. But that would be once again another distraction from what we're actually working on. Got to make this surfboard place, our surf shop. I was throwing around the idea of Surf's Up being the text-based, banners that we're going to try to make for it that I have not even tried to build yet. So let's see here. Maybe like this. Heck, I was saying that we'd loop it around a little bit. Maybe not so much. Just give this a little bit more of a curve. 2 is good, I guess. 2 here, 2 there, and then stops there, goes 2, and then we can, let's bring this way. Have this open for, what's this, 1, 2, 3, 5, why not 5? 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, and then we'll fill in most of this. And we're gonna need some more blocks. And it's becoming dark again. It's 0 dark 30 once again. But I think we got a fairly good idea, a plan for things to do. And I'll be back with some more thoughts and ideas eventually. Maybe. We live that long. Alrighty. Well, let's see here. Be well, take luck, take care. Take all your feelings and don't bundle them up and hide them inside of yourself. Experience them outside of yourself. Maybe in a dream. Who knows? All right. Later.